Hello and welcome to another episode of the Anime Lounge podcast. I'm your host Lance, doing things a little bit different. We don't have Matt here, but I do have our other friend Chris here.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great. So happy to have you here with me.
Glad to be here.
Every episode, we like to just introduce what we're drinking. So my drink of choice today is going to be a back-to-back Leinenkugels. I'm going to start with a Liney Lodge Lime, which is just their lime version of a beer. And then we have some leftover Grapefruit Shandy, so I'll be cracking that later. What are you drinking, Chris?
I'm going to be drinking a Happy Thursday, strawberry.
Okay, very nice.
I can't get too drunk tonight. I got to be an adult tomorrow, so.
Don't we all?
So, Lance, every episode you like to share Japanese words. What do you got for me today?
Today's Japanese word of the day is going to be the Japanese word for bee, and bee is hachi. Hachi is spelled H-A-C-H-I, and hachi is very relevant to today's episode because we have a bee user, and she kind of sucks, but then we find out exactly who she is later, and everything's pretty interesting from there.
That was a plot twist.
Oh yeah, definitely was. I can't wait to talk about that one.
Yeah.
And since Matt isn't here, we don't have him to do the manga mentions, but fortunately enough, I did decide to read this one. I will be honest, I started it not even 6 days ago or
Something
so?
like that, yeah.
So I tried my hardest to frickin' speed read this.
Proud of you.
And another point of honesty, I basically skimmed the last 3 chapters because we're cutting it close on time, so I just wanted to make sure no other dramatic changes happened. But
Shut them if you need to, listeners. That's unacceptable.
But I think I got it.
NANI?!
Alright, so the manga will cover the first 30 chapters of the series.
How many series is there going to be? I don't know how long they can go with this,
Right? Let's do a quick Google search. Okay, so it appears that the series is concluded.
Wow.
It looks like it was concluded in May of 2022, so that's pretty interesting. I didn't think it'd be that quick of a series.
And there's only so much you can do with it, though, just because they got to catch up to the timeline at some point.
Yeah, right. You can't extend it too long.
No.
Because then it might interfere with the actual series.
Imagine, though. That'd be pretty cool. Just Vigilantes as well. Deku's decking people.
Yeah. And it appears that there is 126 chapters I'm reading. So I'm only 30 chapters into season 1 material, and there's 126. So there's a lot of material yet to come. So that's pretty interesting and exciting because we definitely expect more to come out of this after how season 1 ended. All right, so let's get into some differences. I'm just going to read everything off my list. I do have quite a few things to read, so kick back, enjoy that drink.
Where's my popcorn?
All right, so in the very beginning, when Koichi is late and we're getting the narration of his quirk and how people think he's kind of gross because he's on the ground sliding around and everything, he ends up getting pulled over by a cop when he's on his way because he's late for school or work or something. He ends up getting pulled over by a cop who tells him that using his quirk is illegal on the streets. So he recommends him to get a bike, and he just lets him go. But it's just kind of a funny thing that he got pulled over while he's sliding around.
No one bats an eye now.
Right? When Koichi meets Pop for the first time, he doesn't suddenly remember that he's late, and that's why he takes off in the anime. But instead, cop sirens are heard in the distance, and Koichi is the one that warns Pop about it. Yeah. So they haven't met at this point, but he's the one that yells cops and breaks up the little show she's putting on the streets. Yeah. So that's why he leaves. Yeah, but continues to be late.
But in the anime, though, nobody cares that she's putting on a show. Do they care in the manga?
In the manga, the people on the streets really like it.
Right.
But
the
cops make multiple appearances in the beginning to really make us readers remember that vigilantes are illegal. Yeah. So doing anything in the streets attracts the cops.
Just putting on a street performance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's crazy.
Because she's hopping around. The Spike Boy, his name's Soga. The anime was kind of clear about it, but the manga made it way more clear that he was literally trying to rape Pop in the street or in that alley when everything was going down. So they made it point blank that he was gonna take off her clothes, record her, and just do bad stuff.
I'm grateful we didn't see that.
Yeah, they kept it a little bit more PG in the anime. The first time we meet Master, we get his title. Sometimes we get their name and their quirk.
Yeah.
how they usually do that. His first appearance called him the janitor of the fist knuckle duster. So I know this will become a question in the future, but being the janitor of the fist made me think, is that his potential day job or something?
Oh.
So
because you don't know what
no,
his actual
I'll
job
say
is.
this now, the manga never specifically says what his day job is either.
True.
So I want to talk about that. Next thing I have is the eel kid got brought into questioning by the authorities after he, turned and got taken in.
After trigger?
Yeah, so after he gets taken down with the flower and the authorities take him in, so he gets questioned, and he was told that he was supposed to use the drug when things didn't go his way. That's kind of like the only real difference, but like we saw just a little bit more of the interrogation before he got let go. Okay. The moment where Koichi's schoolmates avoid him because they think he's trying to bribe a girl into an abandoned building. So that happens in the anime, and he gets all those bad nicknames at school. The manga does show a few more scenes of him getting his place. He's so proud of it, of how cheap it was, how close it was to school, how relatively big it was, and how he was excited to make friends, and he made a spare key for his potential future girlfriend. And he had snacks on hand. He had his fridge full of drinks and the beer. So he was doing everything that he could to really make friends and make an impression. And then, of course, everybody thinks he tried to brought a girl into an abandoned building and have his way with her. So that really sucks.
Yikes.
So yeah, just a couple extra scenes. Those three pervert brothers dressed in black skating down the aisle. It went into just a couple more details about what they did. So what they did was the first guy would flip a skirt. The second guy would strip the panties off. And then the third guy would wear them.
Jesus.
And they did that to multiple girls, obviously, before they got caught. And they claimed that they were acting like a wolf pack. And then when Pop says they can just buy panties, that they say, well, what if a guy tried it on and they don't want to do that? And then Koichi is trying to respect their fetish. So he's like all about it to a degree. So he didn't want to.
He's a pervert, but just trying to hide it.
After Koichi receives Ingenium's card, he goes home and he's super happy. He makes fried rice for Master and Pop Step, and then Master gets a little jealous and questions him that if his training just isn't good enough for him. So he just does a little bit of extra information. And when Koichi's just excited to get recognized by someone else. Yeah. There is a handful of bonus chapters in here, so I made sure to make note on that so I can give you all the extra information. The first bonus chapter is chapter 7.5. Koichi continues to pick up trash and helps a little girl somewhere to get faster. Like he just puts, she's running late and he says hop on, and then like
he does his thing.
He acts like a car and just drives her somewhere.
A whole 5 miles per hour?
Maybe basically. People are still calling him nice guy and the crueler, not like the crawler that he wants, and he gets a little bit more upset about that. Pop gets the idea that she wants to start a selfie trend by taking pictures of yourself, and with Pop doing it, it would hopefully start the trend. But what her idea is, you put your peace sign up to your eye, and then you stick out your tongue.
Oh.
And then hopefully that would start the trend, and then people with black tongues could get their pictures taken.
Oh, that's smart.
And then a villain appears where it can oh yeah, this was a very interesting scene. So a random potential villain just randomly appears, and he's super giant. And Knuckle Duster tries to like jump on top of a building and smash it, and then as soon as his knuckles make contact with this new villain, it like instantly shrinks down in size. So they try chasing this villain down, and then they finally find the potential person, but they can't tell exactly who it is because there's like 4 people around. And then there's this really tiny, like bug-eyed girl, and then Knuckle Duster is about to knock her out.
Oh no.
And then everybody, and then Pop and Koichi are like, no, you can't just like punch them. He's like, okay, then I'll strangle them instead. And then he eventually goes to like grab the girl, and then she like pulls out an actual licensed hero card.
No way.
So she is a legit hero.
That's
and
awesome.
She just admits to everybody that she's new in town and she got lost. So she went giant so that she can get an overhead view and find out where she is.
Oh no.
So it's just a funny little accident going on there.
Of course, Knuckle Duster.
We find out Mom's quirk is called Fly Swatter.
Oh yeah, because they never say it in the manga or the anime, like what she actually does. She always just says, I suppressed his powers.
Yeah, so that's why she could bitch slap whoever from a distance.
Yeah.
Fly Swatter. The next bonus chapter is 18.5. There was a meeting between pro heroes where afterwards there was a self-destructing bomb villain who wanted to take out All Might and some other heroes too. Like he was just going out there on a suicide mission. But pro hero Midnight gives him a big hug after she reveals her boobs a little bit, and that calms him down.
I mean, it calmed me down.
Yeah. And then after that quick scene, it was really quick. This is where Midnight talks to Eraserhead and says that she plans on being a teacher at UA next year and that he should join as well.
So, I wish we saw that.
Right?
Like, the boob part, whatever, but like, just saw them like talking about that to see where the future. I mean, and maybe in future episodes they might throw it in there, but.
Right. It could be whatever. It is literally just a throwaway, but it's nice to know, like, so this is when they become teachers or when they're first starting to think about that.
Yeah.
And then the very next chapter was another bonus chapter, 18.6, where one of the FBI agents, we were talking about him before we were recording. I don't remember his name right now. But the one that's also in regular My Hero Academia.
A lot older version, though.
He's trying to meet up with All Might, but he ends up going to All Might's number 2 guy, which in all reality is actually All Might not transformed. So he's actually talking to All Might this entire time. So during this meeting, there's a bunch of cries for help like every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And All Might is like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. And then he quickly transforms, goes, saves the day, comes back. And then they continue talking for like half a second. And then another cry for help. And then All Might's like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with my stomach. And he goes back to the bathroom again. And this happens like 5 more times. Or at least the panels show that he's saving someone doing multiple saves during this meeting. And during one of the panels, he goes and saves a kitty from a tree, and like a girl cries for help, saves the kitty. But then when he comes back to the meeting, he still has the cat in his hands. So he messes up. And then that tips off the agent. So he figures out that it is actually the real All Might, and he agrees to keep his identity a secret. But the point of the meeting was that All Might needed to start filling out paperwork about all of those heroic deeds. Mm-hmm. And All Might's just like, well, I do so much. Right. There's no way I can keep up with everything because we just saw that he was gone every 5 seconds. Yeah. And so the agent's like, okay, well then if that's the case, give me a call and I'll fill out the paperwork. And then the next scene is like the agent getting another phone call and he's complaining like, oh, this is like the 10th one and it's only the beginning of the day. So it's just laughing at the idea that he's got a lot of work ahead of him. Yeah. All right, so back to potential more stuff. So this next one's going to be right before the show starts at the end of the series where Pop is doing a collab with the other artists. Concert. So in the anime, there's a giant like caterpillar or worm monster thing that Captain Celebrity takes out. Yep. In the manga, it's a giant gorilla. Oh. And he's climbing a radio tower just like King Kong.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah. The gorilla didn't really look gorilla. He did kind of look like a gorilla in the sense that like he was a big muscular kind of guy, but he wasn't like hairy like a gorilla is, and he had a big bald head, but they called him a giant gorilla. No, so
I mean, just to not get copyrighted, I'm assuming that's why they did that.
Well, I mean, they had a Godzilla in there, basically.
That's true, they did.
So
maybe they're just more... Well, Godzilla's from Japan, so...
Right, but Godzilla's still copywritten, so they can't use a Godzilla name, but they just kept referring to them as kaiju.
Good call.
The next one is when... It's a small difference. When Master is talking to that one dude about needing more painkillers, the pest chemicals, and the stun gun, in the anime, they did that in person at like a cafe or like a bar or something like that. In the manga, it was over the phone.
Seriously? Kind of like how they did it in the anime then.
Yeah. My next one is another bonus chapter, chapter 26.5. It takes place in UA in the future. This was really just a promotional for the series itself. It's kind of weird that they threw it in so late. But it's just Eraserhead talking to his class with Deku and all the other students, talking to him about what Vigilantes are and don't trust them. And then they're going through like fourth wall stuff. Like he's like showing these figures of the heroes that we know. Yeah. And like never trust them, and like they could be doing good things, but they're all considered villains. And then like Koichi's like, but I'm not a villain. Like he's popping out of the paper, like making a thing. It was just a quick promotional thing for the series. If anything, it would have been more appropriate for a commercial just to show Vigilantes before episode 1 launched. The author also made mention that it's considered non-canon, so don't take that seriously. Speaking of author, he did specifically make mention that if All Might is the Superman equivalent. Then Knuckle Duster is the Batman equivalent.
I mean,
so he did.
I've been talking you off the hand. I'm like, dude, he reminds me so much of Batman. It's insane.
He made that very clear that was the angle. There was a couple more comments in there about other Marvel ripoffs that he took. Like the two middle school boys. The one that looks like Cyclops.
Yep. Where he always shoots the pink light up in the air. Yeah.
He very much ripped it from that. And then his buddy, the one that always wore like the black trench coat.
Yep.
In the anime, he was obviously shorter, but he looked a little bit thinner. But in the manga, he was shorter and rounder. And then his mutton chops were a little bit more visible.
Yeah.
And then he was very much ripped off of Wolverine, yeah. Wow. But in the anime, they made him just a little bit skinnier, so it wasn't as obvious.
And I thought Captain Celebrity was like a douchier Superman.
Yeah, basically.
But, I mean, there's, what's that other show? It's on the Amazon. Peacekeeper guy?
The other superhero show?
Yeah.
Where,
he has, Superman's powers pretty much.
I know exactly what you mean. I never got around.
I have.
Oh, wait, John Cena. You're talking about, Peacemaker. That's DC, though.
Right, I know. Well, I mean, so is Batman. But
yeah, that's very true.
Come on, Lantz.
I thought you were going to talk about that other animated series where, all these heroes, these super...
Omni. The Omni-Men?
Maybe that's not ringing a bell right now.
Old man with the O on his chest. And
yeah, there's the Bros or something like that.
Oh, the Boys.
The Boys, there it is. I wish I got around to that series. I whatever service it was on, I didn't have / might still not have. So I would like to watch it one day.
Yeah. Just you can see a lot of superheroes that we know put into this.
Right. So there was a couple other comments about ideas that he basically ripped off of other stuff. Like Pop he was influenced by someone else on that, but I'm not going to go into every character.
Yeah.
The last part I have almost seems like...
Let me ask you this. Is this the same creator as My Hero Academia?
That I'm not entirely sure.
It's why is he ripping off people for this show, but not...
Right. Quick Google search. So My Hero Academia creator is Kohei... Oh, God. Kohei Horikoshi. And Vigilantes is created by Furuhashi Hideyuki. So it is people. Two different, or at least maybe the story is by them.
Right.
But yeah,
that would make more sense then.
Yeah, a little different. And I have one last manga difference. It's at the very end. We see the three perverts again.
God.
They're doing their usual thing, but the first guy who does the flip ends up doing this tornado spinny flip thing instead. And then the second guy still strips the panties and the third guy still puts them on.
Jesus.
They get taken down immediately. We do see, I did read this and then I watched the episode again, when Koichi makes the comment that we're seeing no more trigger users. It's almost like they vanished overnight.
Oh, at the end there, yeah.
You do see the three of them piled up on each other as if they just got taken out. So what I'm seeing in the manga is the moments before that scene happened. So I actually get to see it.
Huh.
We also get to see that Pop is on a rooftop somewhere, watching all of that action go down during the three perverts.
Yep.
And then there's this dude in a trench coat. He spooks Pop on top of this rooftop, and he takes off his trench coat and he's completely naked. And then he sprouts these wings. And then the manga quickly shows that he's got this swan quirk.
Yeah.
And he just leaps off the building and starts flying away, and he's naked. And then he's flying towards the sun, and then as he gets closer and higher, he dramatically just drops, and then they call it the Icarus falling, whatever. They made it sound a little bit sensual. Mm-hmm. But then just before dude hits the floor, he regains himself and flies away again.
What a weirdo.
Yeah. And then they're well, there's another pervert. And then to carry that into the next one, there is a third pervert. This is all sequential. This all happens back to back to back.
What the fuck?
There's a third pervert, and his quirk, they were describing it as he can touch things without actually touching things.
Oh, that's bad.
So, he can...
know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, so from a distance, he was just grabbing butts.
Grow butts?
Yeah, he was groping.
Oh.
And then, he got instantly taken out by a master. Good. So
that's fuck.
And then that's everything that the manga has to share.
I've said it to you before, this show seems more of the adult version of My Hero Academia, to me. They obviously left out more of the adult parts than...
Oh yeah, there was definitely more mature stuff. Oh, and also, they really, really focused in on Pop's butt, especially in the first half.
Go figure. They did a little bit.
Just a little bit in the anime, but goddamn, every single scene was just, the low angle, and then just all butt.
Oh, fan service.
It was so much fan service in the beginning.
God, I love anime, and also that shit just drives me nuts too.
Got a little crazy. But that's why, like when Makoto was taking surveys from people in the streets, and then everybody was like, what do you like about all these vigilantes? And then everybody was like, she's got a good butt. And same, that transferred over perfectly, except they just had made a couple more comments about how nice her butt is.
Also, I'm sorry if you lose some followers because I said I don't like the fan service.
No, don't worry. There's definitely a large enough portion of anime watchers that don't like that.
I mean, let's stick through it.
All right, so yeah, that's manga. Let's get into some general talk.
Okay.
Who's your favorite character out of the series so far?
Probably the same as yours, Knuckle Duster.
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%. Like, he's not the main guy, but oh my god, I can relate to him so much.
Yeah, he definitely stole the show.
Yeah, like, I don't know, just his kid. I have a kid.
Uh-huh.
Just, like, My Hero Academia, I must say, they are so good at making me have tears come out of my eyes.
Oh yeah?
I don't know what it is. Whenever, like, Endeavor was talking, like, fighting with his sons and stuff, and just fucking boom.
Everything got more personal as the story continues, for sure.
And like when he was in the hospital with his wife, and he just flashback to what happened. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I'm 100% there with you. Knuckle Duster is my favorite character.
Yeah.
Sticking with the wife conversation, it wasn't necessarily said point blank, but do you think she's actually dead?
Ooh.
Because
yeah, you're right. They didn't say anything about her.
They didn't say it perfectly, but I do have the quote that he said. Her. He said, "Sorry, kid, your timing couldn't be worse. You just missed her," which makes us all think she's dead, especially after that little cutscene of him getting to the hospital and holding her hand after she appears to be going somewhere to die potentially.
I mean, hopefully it's surgery.
That's what I was about to say too.
I'm just hoping maybe that's what he's meaning by it. Is like you just missed her because she's in surgery now,
right? I didn't write down the next quote that he said after you just missed her, but he also said like you'll see her soon. Like he didn't leave it off.
I'm gonna vote she's not dead.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
The manga didn't say anything specifically either. He also said you just missed her, and then they showed 3 panels of him getting to the hospital, seeing her being wheeled down a hallway, and then him holding her hand. There was no conversation at all about like I saved her daughter or anything. It was literally just those 3 panels with no talking. So like the readers don't even know exactly what's going on.
Right. So the anime kind of gave you a little more.
Yeah, just a little bit more. And yeah, it's not confirmed, at least as far as, what we know.
Yeah.
So I would like to imagine that she's alive.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
At least.
So yeah, I was going to go out on a limb and say I'm 99% sure that they're going to surprise us and say she's alive.
I mean, can only hope. That's what I'm hoping at least.
Next big question is, do you think we're going to see Knuckle Duster in the future?
I hope so. He's my favorite character, man.
Yeah, right?
I mean, now that Trigger's out, well,
at least his daughter is no longer part of Trigger.
Right, and he started doing vigilante work because of his daughter.
Yep.
So, I mean, maybe he's, like, gotten too attached to it, got attached to Crawler and Pop. Maybe he comes back, hopefully. But I think he might be onto something where he doesn't, though, either.
Yeah, I think, like, clearly he was on a mission.
Yeah. Like, if my kids were like that, too, that's probably what I would do, too. And then after that, I'd be done. So. And
his mission is fulfilled. So he has no true reason to put himself out there anymore.
Right.
So I don't see him being a main character at all. But what I would like to see is Koichi and Pop get into some kind of trouble, and like he's kind of just around.
I like that idea, yeah.
And then he just makes one last heroic appearance. But I don't see him being a main character any longer.
I don't either, sadly. It sucks. They bring such a good character in and then just...
Yep. With that being said, I do imagine them trying to bring in some form of a third main character in the future, right? Because duos are fine and all, but you see more thruples as far as like anime and other shows are concerned.
And like, what are they gonna do? Crawler, he's getting his powers together, but like he wasn't the guy that beat up everybody. He would just stall, and then Pop would call in the trouble. And then usually it's Captain Douchebag.
No, he can be Captain Douchebag.
He would come in, save the day, yell at Crawler, be like, "Hey, get the fuck out of my way."
Yeah, so they need some kind of heavy hitter in order to do their vigilante stuff.
Maybe it's him. I hate to say it, but maybe it's him. I don't want him to. But
I was just about to say, it very well could be him.
Now that I'm thinking about it. Like, he'd
be an easy substitute for at least to begin with.
Right. But I mean, there's also the fact that Crawler could actually give up vigilantiness and actually go with Turismo. That's his last name. The brother, the speed guy.
Oh, Ingenium.
Ingenium, thank you.
Ida.
Yeah.
The Ida brothers.
Yep. Because I know he took away the card from him because once he figured out he was a vigilante. Mm-hmm. But like, I could see it. He's like, okay, maybe he gives it up, and then he goes with him.
Maybe. I could see more along the lines of maybe a episode or two of him getting extra training under Ingenium.
Yeah.
But not to the point where... I mean, this whole show is going to be focused around Koichi, so we still have 100 extra chapters of following him.
But I'm just saying down the line. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I don't know. I think Captain Douchebag's probably going to be the substitute.
Probably.
For a little bit. Or maybe the spiky guy.
Ooh.
Because, you know,
Soga could definitely join.
He turned good now.
Right.
After what I found out. Jesus Christ, I don't like him anymore.
Right, after all this bad stuff. But yeah, after Koichi saved him from turning into his evolved form. Yep.
He would drag him on his back and took the spikes like a champ.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting to learn.
Yeah, I'm actually going to vote for him.
Soga?
I want Soga to be the guy.
Turn a new leaf.
Just no raping.
Yeah, right. No, he's a good guy now. The last episode, Knuckle Duster left his knuckles behind.
Yep.
You think Koichi's going to wear them?
Yes, 100%. Mm-hmm. Because he always been talking about wanting a weapon, and I think he looked up to Knuckle Duster so much that he's going to start using them like he did.
Yep.
And he also learned how to fly, kind of.
So far, a little bit.
So I could see him using that potential to start flying and beating down on people. I don't know.
No, definitely. We've got a lot of growing to see out of Koichi.
Oh, 100%.
So yeah, I would like to see him wear these knuckles and put them to use to some degree. Part of me wants to say, like, what if he does some kind of, like, a battery attachment to it and turns them into, like, thunder punches or something like that? I can see him tweaking a little bit because, you know, he doesn't have the muscles to throw behind a punch, but, like, what if he
he's been working out now lately, too.
A little bit, yeah. I'd like to see something. Obviously, he's not going to be running around with that katana that he wanted.
No, that would be a horrible fit for him. Because, one, he's on usually 3 is what he needs to be touching the ground.
At least in the beginning.
Right. Now, obviously, it's 2 maybe, but he still can't figure out how to do it.
Right. Yeah, that's another topic is, in the beginning, we got introduced that he needs 3 points of contact, but then we saw him fly with 2 legs.
Yeah. And he also got a lot faster now all of a sudden.
Yeah, because now he doesn't really have to worry about...
Right, he's keeping up with the cat bus. And I'm like, wait a minute, you were going from 5 miles per hour to now keeping up with, like, what, 80 miles?
Maybe, yeah, however fast that bus was going. Right. And for that matter, a slightly slowed down Ingenium.
Right.
When he passed off that juice. Dude, Ingenium had a nice head start, and then we clearly learned that he was running out of juice, and then the next second, he's right there with juice.
Yep.
He's not that fast.
No. But, I mean, obviously he is now.
But he's fast, yeah. Now that he knows how to control his speed and control braking.
Yeah, the braking was another thing, too. You think he would have figured that all out by now?
When we watched that, like, well, what if you just think about going in reverse? Like, that's
like
what
that's 101.
Yeah, I instantly thought about that.
Yeah, but anime, what are you gonna do?
Yep,
gotta make it dramatic.
Yep, that's okay. So with his flying thing to expect out of the future, I also would like to imagine that the 3 points of contact will no longer mean anything.
I agree, because like remember when the mom did the flashback? He was flying.
Yep.
And there was no points of contact, so it's like...
Right. So movement, just because maybe the 3 points of contact was just like some form of comfort where he just knew that's where he was comfortable moving with.
Also, she's a shitty mother.
She was a bitch.
She fucking beat her kid? You think about that now?
Yeah, fly swatter him down.
What the fuck?
Yep.
CPS would be on my ass in an instant.
Speaking of his mom, we did get a quick glimpse of Deku's mom in the manga.
Yes. Oh, wait, no. Never mind.
I mean, maybe it was in the anime, but I obviously reading it, I caught it for sure.
Yeah.
But in the very beginning, when Koichi's being the nice guy and he's giving directions to people, Deku's mom is there.
She wasn't there.
She was?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I missed that in the anime then.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. And then I was listening to someone else talk, and then they saw the grape guy.
The
purple pervert.
The purple pervert. Go figure.
Yeah, apparently he was in the crowd during one of Pop's.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah, so I didn't confirm that myself, but it makes perfect sense.
Well, they're 14 in My Hero Academia, right? 14, 16.
Yeah, they're in high school.
Right. So
also, I should mention that the author made note that Deku and everybody are elementary students.
Right. So you got to think, like, if he was there, he was only like what? Because Gemma is... 6 years old. She's in first grade, so he's 10. Like,
He's probably a 10-year-old, yeah.
Who's letting their 10-year-old walk around the streets of villains?
Right?
What's
Yeah,
up
it's a
with this
dangerous
world?
world in this world.
Jeez, Louise CPS called these people.
So how soon do you think Koichi masters flying?
I give it, so like if we're talking like in the actual anime, I'm going to give it 5 episodes.
You think he's going to learn it like halfway through season 2?
I think so.
I think that's fair. That's such an expectation. I'd be very surprised if they kind of just forget about it for a while.
You're right. There's no way, because it was like near the end of the season.
Mhm.
There's just no way you can just forget about it.
Yeah, it was a really big moment, and it makes us look forward to him. Because, yeah, he can be the boring slip and slide guy, but now he can move around to a much better degree.
Right.
So
And I think that's going to open up so many potentials. for him,
Definitely.
too. So
especially if we're so going to be in the dark about who a third potential party member could be, and how he's gonna how is any of these crime solving things is he gonna do without muscles behind
that's
anything?
exactly what I'm saying.
So
They
I'm really
need a
curious.
third. Unless he all of a sudden pulls a Deku and just grows muscles out of his ass. like I mean,
Yeah, he doesn't have any kind of superpowers.
right, because like you think about it, Deku was skinny, scrawny too,
Mhm.
and then all of a sudden started working out with All Might, and then
Yeah,
like 2 seasons later, he's ripped out the wazoo.
yeah.
So
He's definitely more well built. That would be interesting. I really don't know what to expect out of Pop.
I don't either. I kind of want more from her though, because
Mhm.
like all she does is, like I said, she hops and calls the police.
Yep, and that was her role, was the background character. Pretty sure she's a high schooler,
Mhm.
and Koichi's a 19-year-old. So there is like that maturity difference between the two.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell when she's trying to dress up all pretty for him.
Yeah, right. That was really funny.
Yeah.
I love Pop's like attitude towards Koichi all
Yes.
the time. It's definitely comical.
Dummy.
If you had to pick a second favorite character, who would
Who'd
you think you'd choose?
Knuckle Duster. I'm just kidding. As much as I would probably say the other vigilante. I'm gonna butcher his name. Sentel.
Sentel sounds very familiar.
He's the guy with the katanas that would kill everybody.
Oh, Stain.
Stain. Yeah, I read it wrong.
No, that's totally fine.
Like, and
his
how they
real
spelled
name
it.
threw me off. Yeah,
Yeah.
Stendhal, which is going to be a huge topic of conversation as
Yeah.
well, because we saw his origin story of Stain.
Yeah.
So are we going to actually see more of him through Vigilantes, or is he just going to go in the shadows and he makes his appearance in regular My Hero?
Because yeah, I mean, he got away, and
Mhm.
then he kind of just showed us like his face and stuff like that, and
Yeah, he
nothing
just
after
said that I no longer need a mask. My face is my face. Some
Yeah, something
stupid
like
lines like that.
yeah, I mean, it was, and it's weird that he's my second favorite, but it was just like he had that go attitude of like fuck everybody up,
Mhm.
and I just love seeing that. That was more the adult side that I liked.
No,
about
it
this.
was. It was definitely the adult, the darker side.
Yeah.
The show becoming more mature.
Yeah.
Stain was definitely great for that.
Oh yeah, that's probably why he's probably my
Mm-hmm.
second favorite.
That's kind of fair. I didn't think about Stain at all. I wanted to talk a little bit more about Stain, which I'm glad you brought him up. But as my next favorite character, maybe it would be Pop. Because she's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
On how she just like goes, she's hot, she's cold, she's yes and she's no.
Okay, Katy Perry.
Yeah. Just how immature she is towards
Yeah.
Koichi all the time.
I'll give you that.
Oh, and then do you think we're going to get a moment where she reveals that she was the child that he saved in the past and got that sweater?
I mean, she almost did it,
Right?
but I fucked up. I'm gonna fuck up his name. Koichi just was so stupid that she
Mhm.
just was like, "No, give me that back," and just ran off. So
Yeah,
I mean, like,
How
if-
oblivious he is really.
Yeah.
It's also kind of funny. It's also kind of annoying, but they didn't overplay his obliviousness.
Right.
He's just a really awkward dude.
he is,
Especially,
like, he's been alone with pretty much no friends and stuff like that. So I
yeah,
get
for forever how long he's been in this college,
it. Right,
which has probably only been this first year, but
still,
yeah, he's oblivious enough to know how not to give compliments.
Yep, and she wants him, but he won't give
Mhm.
them to her.
Yep.
Poor girl. Yeah, I could see in the future maybe if he matures up a little bit and the love interest sparks up more on his side, because obviously he's still into the reporter Makoto.
I think that love interest is going to fade really
I do
fast. I think
too.
he'll always have an admiration for her, but
Right.
like having an official chance of a relationship with her,
It's not going to happen.
no, I don't think that's going to go anywhere in this
No.
series.
I don't think so either.
Especially when it comes to anime and manga, like that kind of stuff never works out.
Mm-mm.
Always got to keep the love interest between like the two main characters.
Yeah, it just keeps it better.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on Makoto then?
I think her quirk is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, like, you just touch them and you ask them a question and you know the truth.
Exactly. That's definitely useful.
And, like, how she asked Crawler if he was the crueler.
Yep.
He got away with it. I was like, oh my God.
Like that little difference. Yep. All because that makes the joke all the much better, too.
He got away with murder right there.
Yeah, right? Well, other than that, she played a great role for making other things work.
Yep. And, like, changing Captain Celebrity from being a womanizer to finally
something a little bit more acceptable.
Yep.
And the jokes that she's playing on him. I guess her best moments shine when she's, like, calling him out, too. Yep. Like, I'm in contact with your wife.
Yep. So go on a date.
Yep. That was really funny.
Oh, that was good.
And then one of my favorite LOL moments was definitely at the end where Captain Celebrity is at Koichi's house and he's like, stop being a hero and leave that to me if you don't want to fight, whatever. And then Koichi gets a phone call from her and he's like, hey, is my boss there?
Yeah.
And then he's in the background like, shh, don't say anything. Yep. Like, he says he doesn't want me to tell you.
Yeah, I laughed so hard. It goes on break when I was watching that. That was so funny. Everybody's probably looking at me weird.
That was such a solid scene.
That was so good.
So we should talk about Trigger real quick.
Yes.
So this started out as your really great Monster of the Week kind of thing with Trigger doing its thing, which was great. The thing that I thought was absolutely amazing was when they started overdosing and they pretty much turned into like a permanent evolved guy.
Was it because of overdosing, or I thought it was because they upped the dose on him and like fixed it?
From what? That's a good point. I can't say for sure. Like it does, as we continue with the story, it does sound like they're getting different variations of Trigger out there. Like it's getting better as the story continues.
Right.
But we were getting overdosed on like more of the bee stings and stuff like that. Yeah. And where I'm kind of going with that was with the eel boy.
Yep.
So he definitely got punctured a couple extra times. And we saw that really big fight between Knuckle Duster and like that extra powerful villain he was going against where he, his leg was on the line. And in the end, he was really happy because he actually had a good fight.
He had a really good fight.
That dude was overdosed.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of why I'm saying that. Like, yeah, there was a slightly variation, but like it was a more concentrated dose or something. I don't know. It could be either or. It could be a better concentration, or it could just be an overdose.
Because I thought not exactly Queen Bee said something to which I want to talk about to who she's talking to on the phone with. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, we need to know more of that.
All for One.
Oh, you think it's All for One?
It sounds like him.
Interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Really? That's who I first thought of. It sounds exactly like him.
I didn't even connect any kind of dots. I forgot all about him this entire series.
He's the main villain.
Yeah,
what
right?
are you doing? But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that's who she's talking to.
I like that.
Because like I'm pretty sure unless I missed it.
I got chills now. I like that.
It makes sense.
Right.
Because like how he gives powers to everybody and takes away.
And these bees are doing the same thing.
Right.
We saw that with the battle of the daughter and the son, like when daughter and the son, the
daughter
and the father, when she got that electric ability from the bee sting.
Oh, that okay. I wanted to talk about that too. I thought that was her original power.
No. She 99.9% sure that the bee gave her that ability. It was a temporary ability.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Because
now that I'm thinking about it,
when I was reading the manga, the bee was going to give her all the power ups, and one of the bees had some electricity sparking as it was injecting her. Now, what I took from that was that it's going to be a temporary boost, all the boosts are going to be. So that was my thoughts on that one.
Because she stuck herself with Trigger. And so I guess
it was just a power.
Right.
All the bee shootings was to give her a power boost. Because the bee quirk itself, I'm pretty sure didn't give any abilities outside of just the bee control.
The bee quirk isn't hers, though.
No, it's not hers.
That's because it's
the hive,
the queen.
Yeah, before the queen got exploderated.
So I wonder whatever her actual quirk is, though.
Yeah, I don't know if she has one, because we all know that Knuckle Duster is quirkless, but we don't know about the mother.
Has that been actually proven? I'm agreeing with you. I don't think he does, but has anyone ever said that he actually doesn't? Because Eraserhead tried to, but nothing worked.
Right.
But maybe his quirk is so useless that he's not using it.
Yeah, maybe it was so buried below that we don't actually know anything for sure. Right. That could always be a possibility.
Just throwing out ideas. Yeah, I could see him maybe having one, but also he
right. Doesn't. Like when he was fighting Aizawa, maybe his quirk has nothing to do with battle. Like,
right.
maybe it's
like a cleaning thing.
Yeah,
he's a janitor.
exactly. Yeah, maybe he's
See, I'm onto something here.
Maybe he really is a janitor. And he's just that's what it's for.
He puts his own bubbles out of his hands.
Yeah, right. I like all that. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, probably somebody knows out there, but I don't. So
we'll see in the future.
Yeah, can't wait. We got off so off track.
Yeah, what exactly were we talking about?
I'm sorry, man. There was so much I wanted to talk about.
No, that's
just,
perfect.
Kept leading into it. Duster was fighting the big overdose guy. Oh, we were talking about Trigger.
Trigger, yeah. What I was really liking was like the second stage to the evolution.
Yeah.
Because we saw Eel Boy not just get his first evolution in Trigger, but like a super evolution Trigger where he like grew extra limbs and he got extra stronger. And like that's now his permanent state.
That's the shitty part, though.
Yeah.
You really want to walk around as
an
eel?
God, definitely not.
And slimy, and he obviously is a pervert.
Yeah, right. The manga, I don't remember if the anime did, but the manga did show that he got released again after the big thing, and he's like walking around with the other two middle school guys, going to Pop's concerts and stuff like that. So he's just back in the street as just like this monster.
What are they doing in this place, man? They just released all of them.
Well, they keep giving him the benefit of the doubt because even Aizawa was like, he's not an instant villain. Like he just got taken.
I mean, and technically, he's just a pervert.
Yeah,
he just wants to be near Pop. That's all he wants to do.
Yeah, he's got a huge obsession.
But I mean, in the anime though, he was trying to do some sassy stuff to her too.
Yeah, he went from a handshake to a hug to a kiss.
And then much more that probably shouldn't have happened.
Oh, I mean, if he didn't get stopped, I'm sure he would have.
Yeah, he would have.
Well, to keep it PG, I'm sure there's no way they would have drawn that out. Or not in this kind of show.
Not.
But you can imagine.
This isn't Goblin Slayer. What the hell?
No, but you can imagine. So yeah, this Trigger was really cool. Do you think Trigger's going to be in the future? And I think that...
we don't see... I mean, they could bring it back, but we don't see it in My Hero.
Right.
But, I mean,
I think Trigger is going to be a huge part of Vigilantes, just period.
I do, too.
Because our new villain, he has encapsulated bees, so I don't think the actual bee user is done.
Right.
Unless... I mean, the dude is all about data.
He's just a weird
scientist. I don't know. He's got a pretty amazing quirk. Yeah. You know, he's like the Flash. Dude zipped up, grabbed a bee, and zipped back down.
Yeah, and super speed is.
Yeah, right? That's pretty badass.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see it not being Trigger anymore.
Right.
I could see it being an evolution of it some way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it would be, but...
Yeah, I don't know how it could... Because that bee thing... That was pretty convenient.
Yeah, and then it all depends on what bee he got too, though. Too, it could have been an exploding bee, or
I would imagine it was something that it. Extracted.
For the plot.
Oh, you know what? It was probably the bee that extracted the evolved electric eel.
Yep, I think you're right.
So whatever information he got from,
I think it was getting the Trigger back from it.
Mm-hmm.
You probably So Trigger's still going to be a thing, I think.
Yeah, but they're definitely going to use it in a different way.
Yeah,
like maybe they're going to tap into like the Joker kind of stuff and like do like laughing gas.
See, this is what this guy's going to be. He's the Joker with the Flash powers. God damn it, guys. Stop ripping off.
At this point in time, it's kind of hard not to rip off of stuff.
I know. There's so many things out there nowadays. You can't not do it.
I mean, kudos to this show for making slip and slide, the slide quirk actually semi-interesting.
Yeah. The first episode, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right? I was like, come on, how are we going to make this a good show?
And they did it.
Yeah. Well, Knuckle Duster did a lot of heavy lifting.
He did. And it's crazy. He doesn't have a quirk.
Yeah, right?
Oh, that we know.
That we know.
Don't want to backtrack on myself.
No. I like the idea that he's got a useless-ass quirk, and that's why we think he has nothing.
Right. And, like, what's crazy is he's stepping toe-to-toe with all these villains with no super strength.
Right. I wanted to talk about this, too, because, like, his basically his drug dealer when he was getting the painkillers. I'm also kind of super surprised his drug dealer wasn't giving him steroids as well. Because, like, what if he was combining steroids and painkillers so that he can work through any and all kinds of pain? Like, that's why he's buff as fuck.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see him being steroids, too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, just something they could have easily just, like, quickly said just to like, explain why. But clearly he was working through all the pain to get big and strong. Bigger and stronger, because that flashback, he wasn't as buff as he is now.
No, he was definitely not.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, he had a goal to set to it, too, so it definitely makes sense to why he could do what he was doing.
Right.
So, push him in far enough, he'll do what he needs to do.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. You got any more topics, any more characters you want to talk about?
I mean, did you want to talk about Stain more, or?
Do you have anything else to say?
I just thought he was a badass, and just wish he wasn't a bad guy. I mean, his blood curdle was pretty fucking cool.
Seeing him back in action.
Yeah, so like he would just lick the blood and just
We definitely saw that in My Hero,
yeah,
but we got to see it again here.
In this type of form too.
Yeah, just see him in action, taking out bad guys, kind of like how we knew who he was, but like working with the bad guys to take out other bad guys. That was an interesting concept.
Right, yeah, he was working with Queen Bee, and I was like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be a vigilante. What are you doing?
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's probably why the heroes think that way too, because vigilantes will find a way to do whatever they gotta do.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, going through this character sheet. Remember I was telling you about that little girl who turned...
with the bug eyes?
Yeah, the bug eyes who turned giant to see where she was. I'm seeing on this character sheet that her name is Enigma. And I'm pretty sure Enigma was that hero that helped grab all the people from the bus into that other... So, it's that girl. So she just wasn't that giant in the show.
Right.
Yeah, same. That's the character I'm talking about. I'm seeing her bug-ass eyes.
They brought her in just a different way.
Yeah, so she definitely... That was her.
That's pretty neat.
Up, down, up.
Yeah, up, down.
Yeah, so that's Enigma. That was her name.
And that's when Crawler got his identity leaked.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of, his disguise isn't that great.
No, exactly. There's no surprise that more and more people are going to find out exactly who he is.
Right. Like, at least with Pop, like, she's in her outfit, and then when she goes back to her school clothes, nobody can tell.
Yeah, especially with her hair down and looking like a total dork.
Yeah. He needs a new costume. I don't know what's up with these people in All Might and having to dress like them all the time, but... Because didn't Deku do that, too, in the beginning?
Basically, yeah. And, yeah, Deku's hero costume is 100% based off of All Might, too.
Like, I get it, he's the number one hero, but, like, you gotta be a little original, you know?
Right.
Was the number one hero.
We don't know that right now.
Yes, we do. Not in this. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Oh, okay. So you remember when that one of the twins twisted their ankle? Or sprained their ankle?
Between the feather dancers?
Yeah, the feather dancer girls. So remember where they said they wanted to have her in the middle? Because of that reason, and then Pop and the other sister would be on the side just to sacrifice. Go to the concert, and Pop's in the fucking middle.
Yeah,
the whole thing. They're like, what was the whole point of that?
It's like she didn't even sprain her ankle.
Right. Yeah. I was sitting there watching, and like, none of this makes sense. Why did you even mention this?
Yeah,
what was the whole point?
It was just a complete throwaway. Yeah, because her spraining her ankle and this whole concert, like, it had nothing to do with the actual story or anything like that. So
because it never happened either. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, it was a small thing. I was just like, what the fuck?
Something stupid.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you expecting out of Season 2? What would you like to see?
Well, I'd like to see Crawler get stronger. I'd like to see Pop actually do a little more. I don't know. Like, I mean, she's a great character and all, but I also want to see her fight, too. Right. I know it's not...
I can't imagine how her abilities can evolve in any way.
Maybe she shoots sonic booms out of her suit. I don't know.
No idea.
I don't either. I mean, like, if she starts working out too, maybe she can, like, leap off of a building and, like...
Yeah, maybe she just gets quicker.
Yeah. I don't know. There's potential. It's just, they'll figure it out. That's fine.
Yeah. As far as villains are concerned, we got this fast guy.
And that means Crawler's going to have to get faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's going to get work done on him.
Yeah. I think he's going to run into him and he's going to get his shit rolled in.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have to work out better. And that's where Knuckle Duster comes back in and trains him.
Maybe. I can see that. Or if we're talking about speed, it could be Ingenium, too.
Probably, yeah. Right.
I don't know.
Or it's the bat. The bat's going to turn good.
The bat?
Just kidding. That'd be crazy.
That'd be kind of funny, though. No, I'm pretty much on the same page. After talking it through, I really don't expect to see much more out of Knuckle Duster. Don't expect to see much more out of Stain.
I wish. The two guys I like.
It would be nice, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I could see Stain still coming back.
He definitely should be able to make another appearance.
Yeah.
But I don't expect him to have a true arc.
No.
I don't know. We still got 100 chapters to go through. Like, he very well could.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not this season, but maybe the next one after.
Yeah, this could easily turn into a solid 3 seasons worth of stuff.
Oh, easily. Because it was, what, 30?
30 for season 1.
And there's 100.
129, I think I said. So it can even be 4 seasons worth, yeah.
If they're doing 30 per.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, easily. Yeah, other than that, it's hard to expect anything else other than Koichi learning to fly, getting more physical.
Yeah.
And then finding out who a third member of the party could be.
Yeah. Like I said, I hope it's
Soga.
Yeah.
I can see him doing something.
Yeah. Turn good. Helps him out. I mean, he helped Knuckle Duster just by sitting there with his daughter when he came back. So
right. He's doing something. Any last comments?
It was a good show. I might get a lot of hate for this, but I kind of liked it more than My Hero.
No, that's totally understandable. My Hero, shows that go on for so long start to turn into meh because you have high expectations, and
then just
if the current season you're watching doesn't top the last season, then
like, don't get me wrong, I did love the last season of My Hero.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was fucking great, but I don't know, it was more kiddier than what I'm getting out of this. So.
It gets there. It's real PG.
Yep, but yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, great. If you had to rate the show out of 10, what would you give it?
Probably an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking too. Solid show.
Yeah, definitely would recommend watching it.
As long as other people aren't thinking like you and just give this like they're sick of My Hero, so they're like, so this probably isn't going to be as good.
You know what's funny is I probably would have never watched the show unless you told me to watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was like, it's just a spinoff. It's going to be blah. But no, it blew my expectations out of the water.
For sure.
So
that's how I feel too. I gave it a shot because of the My Hero name.
And that's, most people might just watch that just because of that too. So.
Yep. All right, so that's going to conclude our Vigilante talk.
Hold on, let me pull up Pokemon Go real quick.
We're going to do my Pokemon quiz and see how Chris fares.
I'm not cheating, I swear.
All right, because I know you aren't super in-depth as far as Pokemon questions are, I did try to make these questions much easier.
Okay.
Hopefully I didn't make them too easy.
Green.
Question 1. How many horns does Charmeleon have? No cheating.
Horns?
Yeah.
Charmeleon. Second evolution of Charmander. None.
You're going to go with no horns?
No.
All right. How many horns does Charizard have?
Oh, he has 2.
Okay.
Wait. He has 2 too. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have horns.
All right, so you're locking in 0?
I'm locking in 0.
All right. Unfortunately, you're wrong.
What?
Yeah. Charmeleon has 1 horn.
1?
Yeah, he's got 1 going right up the middle of his head.
Does he really?
Yeah, he does look a little odd.
Oh.
I would have...
you call that a horn?
Yeah.
I call that a fucking ponytail.
Ponytail. I think, honestly, I would have appreciated if he had, like, 2 little bumps instead, but... Yeah, they gave him just the 1.
I never even thought of that as like a horn. I don't know. Just
I had to call it something.
Extended form.
Yep.
All right, my bad.
All right. Question number 2. What typing is Lapras?
Ice water.
Great.
Yeah, ice water.
And question number 3, everybody's favorite question, the evolution question.
Oh boy, here we go.
I think I made this one relatively easy. What level does Magikarp evolve at?
36.
Going 36?
It's either 30 or 36. Or no. Fuck, I'm trying to remember my red days. I'm that old. No, because the main evolution guys are 36. He is 30. He's 30.
You're going 30?
30.
All right. Chris locks it in at 30.
I got it wrong.
And it's wrong.
Fuck.
Magikarp evolves at level 20.
Magikarp?
Uh-huh. He really sucks to power through.
I don't remember it being that low. I thought it was even harder.
No, not that hard. You can find Magikarp at high levels, but
I think
in the beginning of the game, with your shitty old rod, catch
Cut
a Magikarp at level 5.
I don't want any of this.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Catch those Magikarps at level 5.
Yeah.
It's super hard to train them because all they know is Splash.
Like having a Gyarados though, right off rip.
Yeah.
Is worth it.
Yeah, he's badass if you get him early.
Yeah.
But you gotta put in a lot of work to get him.
Damn, I suck. Thought I'd do better than Matt and Tyler.
Well, you were really quick on answer number 2 and you got that good. So you're 1 for 3, which is honestly pretty normal for
I know.
For what my questions give.
Well, shit.
Well, I guess they weren't that easy.
Nope, I suck.
That's all right.
I just don't remember Charmeleon. I'm not over this, Lantz.
All right, so that will conclude everything for today. Thank you, everyone, for listening to us this far. Please leave us a rating and leave a comment on what you thought about the show as well. Chris here is one of the members of my D&D campaign. So our campaign is called D&D Noobs. You can find us on Spotify and iTunes. It'll be a lot of help if you guys would listen to our story there.
And if you want to listen to me be goofy and try to rizz up everybody, that's the place to go.
There you go.
I'm the goofball.
He is the goofball in that one for sure. And if you want some more anime-related news, please follow the Anime Show on Facebook and Instagram. Stay up to date on everything that they have to show. And until next time, we'll see you guys.
See ya.